So pretty much the last 7, 8-ish months, almost every single day before he goes to bed, I've been playing something with my boyfriend for about like 2 hours-ish. And recently, past few days, we've been playing Minecraft Superflat Survival, which is actually a lot more fun than it sounds. Because you can do so much because of like random tiny little changes to Minecraft. You can access so much stuff, and especially with 1.14, that was just a huge update. And it's just been pretty fun. And I'm just gonna do a quick tour of our world. So this is actually spawn, like right over it here-ish is directly at spawn, which is incredibly lucky. So slash seed, here's the seed if you want it. And the reason why this is so lucky, I'm probably gonna switch into spectator creative, is that right over there is a ruined portal. Which is cool enough, but then there's a outpost right there. Like, what are the chances of having all three? Like, having a villager at spawn isn't particularly rare. It's just pretty convenient. You know, when you, oh, my bed is obstructed, I don't have to run an extra 100 blocks, you know, I'm already here. But having those two, it was, right there was so nice. Starting off with the house, this is like the thing that's been worked on the most in terms of, this is like the only build we've done so far. So it's probably the most like, wow, look at that. It started with the church because I have many times when I was younger lived in villages, and I would always make my house out of the church for whatever reason. And before I even like said that, I was like, "Oh, we still work on the house. So what do you want to do?" And he's like, "Oh, I've always lived in these houses. So sick. We turned it into a house." This sign was because this is a interesting fact. If you go to language, you can force a Unicode font on if you ever need this. Then you can grab a sign, and then just fill it up to the edge. And you know, because of the font, it goes up to the edge. But then if you turn Unicode font off, it goes off the edge. This doesn't stay. It doesn't show up for other people, as I figured out. And it will get rid of the extra 6 A's whenever I relog, which is kind of unfortunate. We just did a raid, put those for decoration. The reason there's an iron door is because this slave is in here, and I didn't want him getting out. He sells mending books. I killed him with a zombie, and for some reason, killing him made him want, like me to have better deals because Minecraft. And so 1 emerald for mending. That's pretty sick. And real quick, I'm just gonna WP teleport Enderman farm because I'll go over all this in a minute. But in the Enderman farm, I have books, so I'm just gonna WP teleport home. He is currently selling 1 emerald for 1 book. That is a great deal. I'll take those 12 emeralds. I just now realized that he doesn't have a bed. Oh my god, I'll fix that in a minute. I don't really know what to do with the inside of down here. I added these windows because this looked way better on the inside if it was too wide, but then on the outside it was inconsistent with the upper window. Having 2, it was not very good, so I just made these 1. And like these houses, they go in like out here. It's like flat, but on the outside it's like out. And I could tear down this and this to have more inner space. I might. I don't really know. That creates kind of a more interesting inner layout. Whatever. I have the iron door to lock him in, and same reason you can't access this ladder without going, because I don't want him getting out. I might let him out now that we have all the mending books we need, but I don't know. Up here is just a mess of stations and a chest room. Not really too much interesting. It's just a chest room. The only music disc we got is Stray, right? That's all. And up here is the nether portal and our bed. Why is there a missing slab right there? Oh my god. So the reason the nether portal is right there is because we used the ruined portal until we got a diamond pickaxe and just put the portal there. And then villagers and iron golems kept going in, so we moved it up here. And then I noticed that with the spikes of the church, it almost looked like teeth, and then the portal was like a mouth or something. So like, whatever. It's a mouth now. It's teeth or whatever. It's kind of cool. And then a little bit of a diagonal, giving it more interesting design with the windows and stuff. And I really like how this looks. Like, I just did so many unintentional things, and it just ended up looking so much nicer. And then I went around, did all the stairs and stuff. Up here, again, this is another room that I haven't done much in. That's not permanent. That's for the building. Here is our bed. This one is going to be lime because my Persona, he's yellow and green, lime mostly, and Snowy's is white. So these two are his bed, and this one's mine. These are gonna stay white because that's his color, and my color is lime. So this is gonna be lime in the future, but for now, we don't have access to cactuses to make green dye, and then to make lime dye. So yeah, I was gonna have just two beds, but they want to be symmetrical and off center, and that would be a sin. And I could have put it in like the corner here, but that just wouldn't be right. I could have also done it like this, but that also would have been weird. So that's just how it is. And I don't really know what to do with this, so I just put a bunch of stairs. And now I have this house. Over there's the farm that Snowy made. Made it really long. And then Wandering Trader came in like a day or two before we had like any emeralds. Which I'm still mad about because he literally hasn't come in once at all since. We've been playing on this world for like 3-4 days, and he hasn't come in once. I would say what day I'm on, but for some reason, the day counter's broken. I genuinely don't know why. Might be some weird issue with the plugins, but day counter's broken. This is the first thing I built, is just lossless cobble generator. I know basically nothing about how redstone works. This is incredibly simple. You get a observer for this block, and then you have that observer activate a piston below, so that way you can mine this, and then when you mine it, it pushes it up, and then you wait. Incredibly simple. And then we can probably make this look a little nicer now, because I had a door here, because this was made like right when we started, and I just didn't want to be harassed all the time. Infinite water pool, we can also get rid of. I don't have any blocks on me. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Farm, it's just 4 layers of potatoes, 3 layers of carrots, 3 layers of wheat. Yes, I talked to him about the 4-3-3. Welcome to Snowy. He just does stuff he doesn't realize. Oh, it's so annoying. And then tree farm that he also made. Neither of these are automatic. They're completely manual, but whatever. The tree, just ignore the name stuff. Just ignore it. But the trees are really easy because I have a timber plugin. It just saves so much time. Oh, why'd the cobble get pushed out? I have no idea what this is. Somebody just put some stuff over here. Whatever. That house and that house right there have two farmers that are kidnapped. This one sells wheat, buys wheat, and that one buys potatoes. I'll let him out whenever we get the raid farm finished. Real quick. Again, especially ignore the name of the shears. I swear, it's not what it looks like. For some reason, I have a sheep farm like pen right here because there's like no animals anywhere. Look at this. None. I had to travel hundreds of blocks just to get 2 sheep. It was hell, and I had to steal them from another village. I didn't even find them. So annoying. And a lot of our villagers, you might notice, are dead. Very empty town. So there's one there. There's a Nimwit over there. I think maybe another one over there, and then the 2 that are in the thing. And they just died. We just made like no attempt to protect them. We just relied on the golem, and they died. And then I started locking. There's also a cleric in there. And then I locked them all up to be safe. And I just now, after he got off earlier, started working on the fence around the place because it's incredibly annoying dealing with all these people, and then I lit it all up, and this is so nice. It's peaceful, finally. Slime chunks, though. How am I dealing with them? So if I enable chunk borders, this is a slime chunk. this is a slime chunk, and this is a slime chunk. I didn't realize that this was a slime chunk. I thought this was. So the farm was right here, and then I moved it to this chunk just to find out they're both slime chunks anyways. Oh my god. So right now, this was literally just probably about an hour ago. I flattened the entire thing with the shovel because I don't want to deal with it right now. I will eventually later make it look good, but for now, the best you're gonna get. Maybe I should definitely light these up. That's a bad idea having that dark. There's also, we're getting so many slime balls that Snowy started making a bouncy house, and this is the progress so far. Oh my god. I think that's it for the village. Whenever we need dirt for, until recently, yeah, these are just creeper holes before we turn mob griefing off because it's annoying. This is where we just went with the portal and just mined underground for blocks whenever we needed it, just for convenience. Over here is the pillager outpost. Destroyed a lot of it when we raided it, but not too much to say, except this is the raid farm. This took so long. This is an artificial ocean, 5 chunks in each direction because that's the lowest you can have simulation distance in Java. And this is 128 blocks, I think, up, and that's all he's done so far. I'm being serious. I think he spent almost all of today, the 2 sessions we played today, on this. I helped mine out part of the thing and fill it in. And Snowy, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but he didn't know that you could just place water just boom, and it would fill in. He genuinely thought you had to place every single block. Like, I looked over at his stream and he's just placing each and every block by hand. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? A bone meal. I've been too lazy to fully do it. I want to go around in multiple rings around the village sometime. Like, over there, it literally has none. It looks so much better with. I just haven't got around to doing it. I'll talk about those in a minute. Here's the iron farm. Too lazy to put the link in the description. Just look up iron farm. You'll find tutorials. This one is incredibly simple. It's just 3 villagers and a zombie. Oh, we set it to peaceful a while ago. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so dumb. We were tired of dealing with mobs, so we set it to peaceful when we were building the trench. Oh my god. Here's the thing. I think so it gives about a stack every 5 to 7 minutes, stack of iron. And I'll reactivate it whenever we're low on iron, but we are stacked right now. And there's a village. This is how I treat any other village that's not ours. I don't care. So, if you create a Superflat world, or you have had a Superflat world, there's a creeper hole right here. No. You might be like, oh, how do you get those outposts in the thing? So, like, you can look up a video that goes into more detail over what version you should play in. I mean, we're playing 1.19.4, but, like, what version you should create the world in. Because creating anything before 1.18 is going to give you villages and villages only. But, not something. I think it's 1.17.0. If you create it in there, you will get the outpost, ruined portals, and mine shafts. Not mine shafts in the air, unfortunately, like they used to be. I think it... I don't know. So, like, you get mine... And if you create it 1.17.1, then you get access to minus 64. You can see I'm at 4 right now, even though I'm on 1.18 plus. But 1.17.1 also removes access to mine shafts, I think, maybe? If I remember correctly, removes access to something. So in the end, we just decided to make it in 1.17.0 and then port it to 1.19.4. This is how mine shafts spawn. It's really unfortunate. They're either just rails or just a 3 wide hole in the ground. They used to be so much cooler. If I super flat mine shafts. Mine shaft. I can't type. Shafts in super flat world. Yeah, they used to be like this. which was so much more exciting. But I mean, not exactly. That is a very. Yeah, this is what a normal one would look like. They were just like flying in the air and made out of just like random wood and stuff. It was so much cooler than that. I think maybe I don't know what version you need to make it in to do that, but yeah, I would recommend starting at 1.17.0 to create your world, so that way you can actually have outposts and portals. It it's so much nicer. Okay, real quick, I am on a server, specifically paper, so plugins. We had an SMP a while ago. We still have it. We just haven't played on it in a while. We use like nothing, but now we're using coordinates HUD, green chunk, which just you can type /slime. You are not in a slime chunk, or you can do slime map, and it shows you a map of all the slime chunks. It's pretty nice. I could have used the seed checker website thing, but I felt like it'd be more convenient just to download a plugin. GSit, which you might have seen me use earlier on accident, it just allows you to sit on stairs. It's just kind of fun, because why not? Do I have carpets anywhere? I can also sit on carpets, which I accidentally figured out when building an Enderman farm, and I thought was pretty funny. I have no carpets. I'm just gonna cheat in a carpet real quick. I'll get rid of it after I just... Yeah, you can just sit down on carpets. I'm not gonna complain. It's kind of cool, but not what I was expecting. And what else? Home spawn, just so I can type /home. Just nice. Nah, I'll keep it. This was before we got waypoints. Luck perms, this is just required for waypoints to work properly. Simple TPA, which I'm probably gonna get rid of. Luck perms gets rid of it. I had it mostly so Snowy can TP to me without needing op, but it just barely works, and it's honestly more inconvenient. Like, I'm gonna have to type /TPY anyway, so I usually just teleport him to me anyways. Smooth timber, which just timber is incredibly convenient. It has caused many issues on our SMP where we tried to build a fence. Oh, accident, like building the fence. Oh, whoops, mine. The entire thing falls down. And it's kind of annoying, but you get used to it eventually. I was about to mine that to throw this away. I'm done. Water's right there. I'm going to get rid of this carpet. I'm going to prove I'm not a filthy cheater. Yeah, so simple TP, I'm probably going to get rid of that. Via backwards, via version, just like, we started like 1.13, it was 19.1, I was like, I don't feel like updating to 1.2 or whatever. And waypoints. This one is kind of overcomplicated for what we need. How'd you get in here? This is a slime chunk right here, too. But I thought /slimes. Slime, yeah, slime chunk. This part right here, okay. I'm gonna just shovel this. Those blocks were allowing him to spawn. Maybe like here, I don't know. Can't spawn on the roof. Yeah, okay, they're good now. So waypoints, like I was saying, it's kind of overcomplicated for what we need it for. We just want to set a point and then teleport to those specific points. So just WP teleport, and then have end portal, Enderman farm, house, and iron farm. I'm also gonna get the raid farm when that's done. It's really overcomplicated. Like, look at all of this. Like, when it starts to feel like I'm choosing a game mode in Hypixel, that's when it gets like a little too much. And it was also incredibly annoying because how this works is that you can select a waypoint and it'll create like a beacon, or you could teleport to it, but you have to be op to teleport. And Snowy isn't op, and I don't trust him with op. He's like, the few times I've given him it, he bans me immediately. So I don't trust him with op. And I had to download Lucky Perms and then like deal with Lucky Perms just for him to be able to teleport to waypoints. It was kind of a mess, but I mean, I guess it works. That's the fun part of having a Minecraft server, is that you spend an hour trying to figure something out, and then like, okay, I figured it out. Now it takes me 2 minutes. And then Luck Perms also allowed me to allow him to change difficulty, weather, time, whatnot, so he can bother me less, which is nice. And real quick, the last thing in the world so far, is the Enderman farm. I should probably create a waypoint for the another fortress. I'm gonna turn the volume really low because Endermen are really loud. Point proven. They're really loud when you kill them. This is a very simple design. Again, not mine. You can just look up Enderman farm. You just build out. You build a bunch of rings because it's more efficient than entire things. And up here, it's the big long platform with a endermite on the inside, named. You can't really see it. His name is Gerald. Oh. And then I'm gonna go whoa, and then die to me. And then there's a bunch of hoppers that lead into this dropper in case you're full, which has happened. This thing is crazy though. Like, I don't have anything that's nearly broken to prove it, but with just 1 or 2 swipes, you can completely heal something. I created a little basement for enchanting because, you know, enchanting costs a lot of levels. It makes sense to have it at your mob farm. Bunch of random enchantments. Here's all the mending. Lapis, we can get lapis from the cleric, but to get stuff from the cleric, we need emeralds, and we're kind of, you know, working on the emerald farm the raid farm right now to get emeralds, and then enchanting table, and that's it. I got rid of the pathway, which was leaves, because I thought it would be cooler to. How'd you die? Oh my god. Why did you select? I just thought it'd be cooler to just be out in the distance. So yeah, if I ever decide to do another tour of this world, I won't go over any of what I have just mentioned. I'll just go over what all is new. Which, I don't know, hopefully it should be a lot, because I've been having a lot of fun with this world, more than I have with a lot of other Minecraft worlds in the past. I just want to make sure. So this right here is a slime chunk, but most of it isn't even in our village, and most of it's pathed anyways, so that's fine. There's not a lot of villagers. I'll start breeding villagers tomorrow. This chunk right here, I believe, is a slime chunk. Yep. But again, didn't need to do anything about it. There's a farm there, which is obstructing the slimes from spawning anyways. And then there's no slime chunks anywhere around here. Yeah, nowhere nearby. Just like, the slime chunks map, I don't really like. Because if I look north and I slime map, you can see it's like L, I, and then dot. If I look west, it changes based off where you're looking. I don't like that. It should stay fixed. It's so annoying. Real quick, I'm just gonna light up this farm, and then just again, I'll make this whole area look. I'll make this whole area look better later. This was a thing that I just did on getting rid of these slimes. It's so much nicer. This area just being calm. Oh my god. But yeah, that's the entire world. Took 23 minutes to give it a tour. But, oh, there's the delays. We had like 6 of them, but they kept dying. Now there's only 2. Oh my god. Yep, that's it. Bye.